When we look at energy policy for the state of Illinois or for any other state, actually, many states around the country who have nuclear power plants are in the same situation that we are. And the question is, why are we here? It's not because it's just Illinois, it's because every plant throughout the entire country is experiencing the same challenges as the nuclear power plants and the nuclear industry in the state of Illinois. The cost of other forms of energy are just lower, but they emit carbon, and carbon has a social economic cost. If you're living next to that carbon emitter, there's a social economic cost to that. But right now, we don't have a federal answer to help us fix this problem, and that's why the state of Illinois has been trying to deal for the last 2 years with this issue. So again, I'd like to say, while I don't agree with every aspect of this legislation, what I do support is the fact that this bill will preserve our nuclear fleet and keep thousands of good-paying jobs in our state. Going into tonight, thousands of union workers wondered if they were going to lose their job or be forced to move further communities that they call home. I got all of those phone calls for the past year. With this bill, we can protect those jobs and help reinstall stability in their lives. This bill would build a 100% clean energy economy in Illinois and will preserve the state's nuclear fleet. Dresden plays a vital role in our region's economy, providing more than over 800 well-paying jobs, many union jobs, and more than $24 million in property taxes annually. Then Byron and Dresden plants provide 1,500 permanent well-paying jobs and another 2,000 supplemental jobs during the refueling outages. Saving our nuclear plants isn't just about preventing the economic devastation that will undoubtedly be felt throughout the Illinois communities for decades, but it's about protecting plants will also support carbon-free energy throughout the state. About 54% of Illinois' total electricity and 90% of Illinois' carbon-free energy come from our state's nuclear fleet. Our state's nuclear fleet, which consists of 6 nuclear power plants, is an asset for the state of Illinois. Byron and Dresden alone contribute about a third of the state's carbon-free energy. Illinois' 6 nuclear generating stations are the most reliable source of energy. As many of you may remember, when the United States had a polar vortex sweep across it, it left Texas without electricity. Illinois' nuclear fleets ran nearly 100% and kept 1,100 Illinois homes and businesses safe and warm at that time. Without these nuclear power plants, any chance of achieving a carbon-free future for Illinois by 2050 is all but impossible. It just wouldn't work. If we allowed these 2 plants to close, we would have an immediate environmental impact equivalent to putting 4.4 million additional cars on the road immediately. According to 2019 report by the Clean Air Task Force, Illinoisans would pay $4.4 to $10 billion in monetized damages due to increased air pollution annually. As I stand here today, acknowledging that this bill is far from perfect, no one at the negotiating table is leaving with 100% satisfied, including myself. That being said, with legislation this large and this wide-reaching, there has to be a compromise. All compromise is based on give and take, and no good compromise leaves everyone happy. What I can say is I'm proud of the hard work from those in the room fighting to get this bill across the finish line. It's been a long haul. Again, this bill's not perfect, but it does ensure that our nuclear fleet stays operational and thousands of hardworking Illinoisans aren't forced out of jobs and communities that they love. I ask for an aye vote. Thank you.